Hey guys, it's Cassie, and it's been a while since we've done one of these videos. I'm going to be going through popular luxury items that I will never buy and why. Could be for a range of reasons. Maybe it's not my style. Maybe I think it's the most hideous thing that's walked the earth. I think we've got about 8 items ahead of us, and let's jump into it. Okay, so the first item are the Jimmy Choo, the bow heels. I don't know about you, but as soon as like these things came out, I've seen them everywhere, and I get the appeal. They're very cute. They did have a closed toe, pointed toe version and an open toe sandal as well. You've got a bow on the toe of one and on the back of another. It's asymmetry. Cute. Love that. And I love me some Jimmies. I do. But my beef here is that, and don't ask me why, but from the moment I saw these shoes, doesn't even matter what colour, I thought wedding. I can't get it out of my head that these are bridal shoes. I mean, like, picture the look. I'm thinking like a courthouse, very chic courthouse vibe. I'm thinking a cute little mini white dress, and I'm seeing these Jimmy Choo heels, you know? So that's all I can think of. And your girl isn't getting married anytime soon. Also, would I even have these? I wouldn't. It's personally not my vibe that I would check. It's a bit too girly for me, isn't it? It's a bit too, like, you know, cutesy with the bows. I love a bit of girly. Bows, do I do bows? Minimally. But the biggest problem with these shoes is that I have seen so many people have issues with these because they are a nightmare to walk in. And not in the typical nightmare to walk in way that we see in heels, like it's high, I've lost the feeling in my third toe from the right, the balls of my feet are screaming at me, the pinky toe has fallen off. If that has ever happened to you, I'm with you on that boat. I too have had a Julianne Moore situation. Oh, and what a struggle that was. But no, in the way that because you've got this massive bow on the front of one of them, you have to like give it a bit of a wide berth to walk, and then that feels a bit unnatural. I can't be bothered with that. Like, if I'm turning up to feel fabulous in a pair of stunning heels, at least let me be able to give it a bit of a strut, not out here doing penguin feet. So for those reasons, it's been a no from me. Guys, if you are new here, my name is Cassie and I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, then you're gonna love it here. So head down there, subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. Alright, item number 2, the Prada triangle bag. Now, this is clearly something that Prada is really wanting to push. It's been influencer gifted. I'm seeing it around a lot, even with sort of new collections that they've been rolling out. This triangle bag has been a part of it. And while I will say, I think it's quite cool. I think initially I really sort of was like, absolutely not. It's grown on me over time, alright? I think it's quite cool, bit edgy, but for me, I don't think this is going to happen because it has the same concept as Louis Vuitton multi-pochette accessoire, the MPA, which, this can tell you everything, didn't make it on the plane with me over here. It's still in the UK, and sadly, to be very honest, I haven't really missed her. And I don't know if it's because I went full force with that bag when it came out. If I'm already not reaching for that one, why would I buy another of this, you know, multi-pocket situation? It doesn't make sense. Plus the fact that my dad, in a recent video that I did with him, said that it looks like a sandwich box, and it does, and I can't get that out of my head. Is it a coronation chicken? Is it a tuna mayo? Is it an egg salad? It's just, and it's the fact that when you put it down, it lies on that angle, and then I'm just seeing sandwich even more. I'm seeing pret-a-manger. Sticking with Prada, this one baffles me. It's the Prada tank top. And you might be sitting there going, I'm sorry, this is like a popular luxury item, the Prada tank top. I know, but I will have you know that it made it onto the list hottest items of Q3 2022. That is how much people have been talking and are bothered about this tank top. Now, another vital piece of information here is that this tank top is, let me do a price check for you. It is $995 or £690. Now, I could be absolutely balling. I could be making it rain. I could have solid gold toilets and I would never spend that amount of money on a tank top. However, I will also preface this by saying I'm not really like a tank top wearing girl. So maybe it makes sense for somebody who sodding bangs a tank top. You know, your cost per wear would be through the floor. So maybe it's not that ridiculous. Well, no, it's ridiculous. You know me, I can justify anything with luxury. I can justify the majority of things with luxury. This I cannot justify. The Totem Coat that comes with an inbuilt scarf, is it genius? Yes. I think that it's a brilliant idea. It's a 2-for-1. We love a 2-for-1, a buy one, get one free, thank you. So whilst I appreciate the genius of it, whilst I wish that more designers did something like this and I got a lovely little built-in scarf with my puffer jacket purchase, it's not really a me style. Almost if it was cropped, I would be into it, but it just comes down to a style thing. So this one, I have no actual beef with the product. I think it's a great product, and the pictures of the people that I have seen out here killing it are doing so with gusto, and 10 out of 10, full marks, right? But it's not my style. I think it's the stitching as well. Again, maybe it's a bit too sort of girly for me in an odd way. Loewe's Novelty heels. I am bundling all of these into one odd little basket, right? So recently we've got the balloon heels, 2 different variations. You've got a sandal with the balloon, you know, strapped in at the front, or you've got a sort of court shoe with a balloon wedge, the sandal with the nail polish heel, sandal with the rose heel, the sandal with the egg. What's interesting with me and Loewe is that there's a lot of Loewe at the moment that's very novelty, very sort of out of the box, avant-garde, all of that, but in a very different way to a novelty brand like Moschino. Don't ask me why, they just feel different. Loewe feels more like high fashion and Moschino feels more tongue-in-cheek. Does that make sense? I don't know. But am I going to be out here buying a pair of Loewe's Novelty heels? Not these ones that I've just mentioned. Whilst I will say that there are people out there and I'm like, oh, wish I could, good for you. And especially the balloon ones, actually, I have no beef with. The egg I cannot get behind. I think Loewe's sort of novelty heels are going to just get more and more and more popular in 2023. They are coming out with ones that include the Orethium, whatever that plant is. I thought it was a lily all these times. Tells you what I know about plants, not much, and flowers and whatever. Those I think are very cool. Again though, now I'm thinking of the Jimmy Choo, they might be a nightmare to walk in. Oh, they probably will be. Do I get the vibes? Yes. The egg can go and die on a bonfire. It's just not me. I really sort of respect and love avant-garde fashion on other people, but I just think my vibe is like too commercial. As we know, cargo trousers are a huge trend for 2023. However, they've already been crawling up there as a hot trend in 2022, and the luxury one that really sort of has been the biggest are the Attico cargo trousers. Sold out, impossible to get, blah blah blah. Not for me. I feel like I've mentioned these before. Very backing dancer. We are 1 degree away from... Does anybody remember the parachute pants? I do, because I had a pair. I don't know if I should be ashamed to admit that. They were from New Look, they were khaki, and they had strands on them that were attached via Velcro that you could, if you were feeling them or you weren't feeling them, you had the option. We are this close from that with these trousers. I don't know how some of these girls out there are killing it in these trousers, because I feel like I'd put them on and I would literally look like I've crawled out of, you know, a bin somewhere. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know what it is, but not on my body. I'm cheating for the next one because it's not currently popular, but I see it being as popular as it can be, and you'll see what I mean when I tell you. The Hermes Kelly shoulder bag with feathers. Now, obviously, anything Hermes, Birkin, Kelly is hot, hot, hot. And I will say, I love the Kelly shoulder bag style. I do not like the feathers. And yes, they are doing it without the feathers. Great move. A couple of things with feathers. First of all, why? I've never really gotten the thing with feathers. Yeah, maybe on the wrists, maybe on the bottom of the dress. On a bag? Did we need it? I didn't think so. To me, they belong in the same category as tassels. Is a feather ever needed? Not really. That's just me. The other thing is the longevity. Now, if I am spending, let's be honest, about $10,000 on this bag, I want to make sure that this bag outlives me. Tell me how I know in a few years down the line, you're going to cough in the direction of that bag and the feathers are going to drop off. This is not a good idea. I've had like cheap feather boas from Halloween costumes that I've stored, and when I've gone to look at them, it's bare, it's bald. Why would you want that with your bag? I mean, look, the people that are going to buy this bag are the people that have 20 Birkins and Kellys back there, Himalayan special order, all of that. In which case, fair enough. Fair enough, you're not bothered about your feathers falling off or whatever. A, visually they don't do it for me anyway. B, you're not even going to stay on after a few years. No, sod off. Right, the last one are the over-the-knee Chanel wellies. Now, I have the Chanelies, the knee-high ones. You know what, I've worn them a couple of times when it's been a bit drizzly outside and I've enjoyed them, they're very comfortable. These are the ones that are over the knee. How big is your bass, madam? Because these are fisherman waders, right? Where is your little box of maggots for bait? The thing with these as well is that straight out of the gate they were limited quantities of these. They have now all like sold out everywhere. Are you going to see these out and about on the street in that level of popularity? No. But if you follow a lot of like very fashiony influencers, you're going to see them rocking these. You'll also see these outside shows, those kind of things. It's that sort of popularity of a luxury fashion item. Even the flapping, I know with that kind of rubber, if you're walking, that's going to be flapping about on the top of your thighs. Would it be ever so slightly practical to store, I don't know, like documents down the side? Something thin, could get it down there, fine. Right, little bit of a storage, extra storage facility, fantastic. But practically, these are not, no, unless you've got your little fisherman's rod and your little ice box to have your catchings, clearly I've never, then there's no use for these. You've got no use for them. And therefore, and I certainly don't, right? There you go. Let me know what popular luxury items are not getting your money this season. I'm going to leave a link to another video over here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are, and in the words of my father,
if you've enjoyed it, tell your friends. If you haven't, keep your mouth shut.
I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.